Welcome to PH360, the AI operating system for public health. To start your journey with PH360, just go to ph360.io and select Sign In. On the page, you'll be asked to enter your email address. During the part of onboarding, you will be given information about setting up a two-factor authentication password, and so you may need to do that before signing in. I'm going to go ahead and sign in, and I'm entering my two-factor authentication. We're so grateful that you have decided to try Public Health 360 for your work. Public Health 360 currently comprises two different modules: Maple, which is our basic chat interface, and Oak, which is our agent builder. You can access them by selecting the toggle at the top of the screen. By default, PH360 starts in Maple, but you can also select Oak. For the beginning of this demonstration, we are going to be starting in the Maple chat interface. At the bottom of the screen, you will see it asking, what agent would you like to use for this conversation? By default, it defaults to Maple, which is our basic public health reasoning engine. It's anything but basic. But that public health reasoning engine is the way that you can ask questions that rely on a general public health knowledge base. If you want to change to a specific public health reasoning engine or more specific context, you can do that here. Public Health 360 comes preloaded with three different agents. It comes preloaded with a case investigation and surveillance agent. It comes preloaded with the PHAB accreditation agent. And it comes preloaded with the generic 2022 Food Code, which is the FDA Food Code. You can upload your own documents at any point to create your own agents, leveraging the Oak agent builder. At F&T Labs, we believe that AI works best when it's part of your workflow. So remember the acronym MAP. Map your process, add the context, then prompt and polish. So it's really important for you to think about how you can leverage AI as part of your workflow and not just as something that is being added on. But in the Maple chat interface, you can begin to ask it all the sorts of questions that you may have. You can ask it to take your email and make it so that it sounds more professional. You can upload a line list. If you were not working on a trial and you had a signed BAA in place with F&T Labs. If you're part of an actual agreement with Flourish and Thrive Labs, we have a BAA in place, and so you can put in sensitive and protected health information. For our example here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to select the PHAB accreditation agent. And I'm going to go to the paperclip and I'm going to select a file to upload. And I'm selecting a strategic plan to upload. This is a strategic plan that I wrote for a client. I say I've attached a strategic plan for our health department. We are undergoing reaccreditation. I've attached a strategic plan for our health department. We are undergoing reaccreditation, and this is our strategic plan. Leveraging what is in Section 5, can you evaluate if this meets the standards for accreditation? What do I need to change? One thing to note is that it can take a little while for documents to get uploaded into the chat. That is perfectly normal. The other thing is that in this moment, only one document is able to be uploaded to a chat at a time. If you want to upload more documents, we encourage you to create an agent. And so now I press send. You'll notice here that the result that you get back includes citations so that you can see where it came from, which are cited throughout, as well as we give an evidence grade that helps you understand the quality of the sources. You can see here I gave it a strategic plan and it tells me what the gaps are within this. So PH360 comes pre-built with three amazing agents, but likely you want to contextualize it to your own jurisdiction, and that's great. We think that the three agents that we have, the PHAB accreditation, the communicable disease surveillance, as well as the FDA Food Code, are a great place to get you started. But maybe you don't use the FDA Food Code, use your own jurisdiction, or you want to create one that involves your own internal policies and procedures. We've got you, and this is the process that you go through. First, up at the top of the screen, you'll go and you'll select the Oak Agent Builder. And here, you have the ability to create your own agent. So select Create Agents. And you're going to select the Start from Scratch template. You're going to give your agent a name and a description. This is important just in terms of being able to select them from the agent menu. This does not feed any instructions in terms of how the AI agent should operate. I'm going to call this one HR and admin policies. And I'm just going to copy that and put that in the description as well. Then the next thing that's really important is this next screen where we talk about what our agent is going to do. The next thing that we're going to do is very important. This is where we give clear instructions to our agent, where you're going to tell it what to do and how to operate. These are the recommendations for OAK system prompts. We recommend that you fill it out this way. You are an expert role title with deep expertise in a domain or subject area, and you help the user with a primary task. If the user does not specify and is not already in your memory, you must ask whether the user's questions relates to option A, option B, or option C. If something is not clear, always ask the user clarifying questions until you have the information you need to provide an accurate answer or recommendation. Do not assume or infer details that the user has not provided. Do not guess at any information. Do not provide information that does not exist in your knowledge base or cannot be logically derived from the knowledge base you have. You must cite the information, and citations always must include citation format. And then select Continue. The next thing that we do here is that we can upload our knowledge. This is the part of the process that is likely going to take the longest because we are both uploading it and then there's going to be a process of testing what we call chunking it. So here, this is uploading, and then I'm going to select Continue. On this next screen, this is one of the most important things, which is that you have to then test your agent, where it is going to test, you're going to type in a prompt, and just make sure that the response that you're getting back is what you expect it to be. You can't deploy an agent without testing. That's part of the ways that we think about AI in terms of making sure that we're keeping the human in the loop. This portion of time it's going to take a while here. And why that is because we're testing and we're creating a special database on the back end. So the more documents that you upload, the longer that this is going to take. That is completely to be expected. The other thing is that in this testing mode, the formatting can often appear strange. That again is to be expected. Please just review the output of your response and don't worry about the formatting. So I'm just going to type in a question that I would expect my agent to be able to answer for me. It's going to find the relevant content and give me a result. Right, and if you notice it takes a while to get these results back from the database, it's because it's searching the database to get you the best results back. I'm going to review it. I think it looks good. And so then I am going to click Continue. Then I have a few different options in terms of how I want to share this. So if you are in a trial, you don't have other people in your organization. But if you're part of an organization, you can then share it with your organization, which means that everyone in your organization is able to see this agent. Or I could share it with specific people. So say Bob, I could share it with Bob at lhd.com or whatever, Right, so you could search those, but I could search for Nebu at, right? I could share that with Nebu. I'm just going to select this for personal use, and then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to activate the agent. If I go back up here to OAK, so say your documentation or other things have changed, you can go up here and you can create a new version. And then it's going to give you the same options for, updating the instructions. But then you can update and add in new knowledge. Then you go through the process of testing and activating again, and that then creates a new version of your knowledge base in OAK. Public Health 360 has an incredible power to be able to transform and change the ways that local public health departments use AI. Remember the process. It's map your process, add your context, and then prompt and polish. Right? And so if I were to go back over here to my Maple chat, I could then ask questions of the HR admin policies that I just created in Oak. If you run into any issues during your time using our tool, please reach out to us. We want to hear what things you want in the platform, what questions you have. You can reach out to us at support@ph360.io or visit support.ph360.io to access all of our wonderful training materials. At support.ph360.io, you can go to the knowledge base and then how to, and see a number of very helpful how-to documents to get you started. You matter, your work matters, you are making an incredible impact. If you are on a trial of Public Health 360 and you want to convert over into actually having this as a product that you use, you can reach out to support at ph360.io to get additional information about contracting. You can also go to trust.fntlabs.com to see our Trust Center, which is just a way to be able to see some of our compliance standards. So you can see that we have a HIPAA attestation as well as we have passed our SOC 2 Type 2 certification. But these are the sorts of information that a lot of times IT departments are really going to care about.